The silver altar front is a unique work, certainly one of the great masterpieces of Neapolitan Baroque. This extraordinary comic strip, cast in silver in 1695, recalls the return to Naples of the saint's bones in January 1497. In a frame which is almost a stage set, the story of Saint Januarius is woven into scenes of life, faith, and theological messages to form a dynamic whole, where its author, Gian Domenico Vernaccia, inserts not one, but two self-portraits. He is the small figure on the right, waving as if from a theater box, and the figure with the typical glasses of the silversmith. In the center of the altar front, the man on horseback is Archbishop Carafa, the man responsible for bringing St. Januarius's relics back to Naples from the monastery of Montevergine. And while trampling on the Protestant heresy, Carafa holds in his lap a casket with St. Januarius's relics. Can you see it? A procession of prelates follows him, while he is met by the siren Parthenope and the river Sebetus, both symbols of the town. To the right of the river, a dead woman with long hair represents the plague, and behind her, a ragged man running away represents hunger. Behind the column, a soldier with his hands bound and a small cannon at his feet is a reminder of war. No less important is the scene of St. Januarius protecting Naples from the fury of Vesuvius, as happened on 16 December 1631, when the lava stopped at the gates of Naples when faced with the blood and bust of St. Januarius, thus saving the town. In the 9th century, his body must already have been in the Christian catacombs of Capodimonte, but very soon his bones disappeared, stolen by the Lombard Duke Sico, who succeeded at night in taking them to Benevento, the town where he had been bishop. Between the 12th and 13th centuries, for safety reasons, his remains were taken to the Montevergine monastery, from where, in fact, some centuries later, in January 1497, Alessandro Carafa took them back to Naples. At the back of the majestic altar, designed by Francesco Solimena and completed in 1722, a silver tabernacle holds the vial of St. Januarius's blood, the one which 3 times a year is displayed to the congregation in expectation of the saint's miracle. To open the strong box, donated by Charles II, King of Spain, in 1667, 2 sets of keys are needed. One belongs to the deputation, the other to the Archbishop of Naples. One set cannot open without the other. It is the whole town in its 2 representations which opens the treasure of Naples.